Hello everyone, this is Fine from Techmin Villa. I hope you all are well. Today I'm going to talk about the two TB, the LG C2 and the LG C3. You know, LG C3 is the latest addition to LG's hugely popular lineup of OLED TVs, having launched in spring 2023. It has a great looking design with razor thin LG OLED bezels. It tests an upgraded Alpha A9 Gen 6 chip compared to the C2's Alpha A9 Gen 5 processor, which should mean this year's OLED range pushes the new panels that little bit extra. But it's also a more responsive home page and improved customization options. A new feature called Quick Media Switching VRR is great for anyone who often switches between inputs. On the other hand, the LG C2 LED is a fantastic TV that brilliantly showcases the screen technology's best attributes like high contrast and excellent brightness. For your money, you are getting vivid colors, a comprehensive smart TV platform, and a sleek design that will look great in any home. LG men have not made a huge overhaul of its C1 OLED with this 2022 model, but the incremental improvements are useful and the connectivity options you get are unbeaten. The LG C3 OLED and LG C2 OLED actually are very similar TVs, with the LG C3 being a marginal improvement over its predecessor. The C3 is a bit brighter, but this isn't noticeable in particle. The C3 also has better low resolution sharpness processing, making legacy content on DVDs or low resolution online streaming look better than on the C2. The LG C3's biggest improvement over the C2 is its support of DTS audio formats. This makes it a much more interesting TV for home entertainment fans, as Blu-rays and DVDs tend to use DTS for their audio tracks. Unlike the face-off between the C2 and C1 in 2022, the sizes of the LG C3 and C2 lines are identical. And I'm also happy to see that, as well as another huge 83-inch option. The LG C3 OLED continues the welcome trend of offering a bedroom-friendly 42-inch set. That's in addition to 48-inch, 55-inch, 65-inch, and 77-inch sizes. The LG C2 is now available for a lot cheaper, though the 42-inch model is available for under $900 US. 55-inch model is available for around $1,300 US. On the other hand, the 83-inch LG C3 price is $5,300 US. 77-inch LG C3 price $3,600 US. 65-inch LG C3 $2,600 US. 55-inch LG C3 $1,900 US. 48-inch LG C3 $1,500 US, and the smallest 42-inch LG C3 is $1,400 US. LG C2's OLED is considerably cheaper, and there may be further discussions. Still, the LG C3 has been steady drop in prices since release as we expected, but in terms of value for money, the LG C2 is still the obvious choice if you can get hold of one. The LG C3 already offers an incremental upgrade over last year's LG C2 and a small one at that. C3 doesn't offer the radical screen evolution over the C2, instead focusing on more advanced processing features and a sleeker smart TV system. If you are an avid gamer, you will be pleased to know that LG C3 boasts 4 4K 120Hz HDMI ports, just like the C2 series. In terms of gaming performance, the C3's sub 10 millisecond response time looks to be more or less identical to the C2 as well. So still lightning fast for PlayStation 5 Xbox Series X owners. The last trump card for the LG C3's OLED is sleep over the C2, a new feature called Quick Media Switching VRR for anyone who's gone through the mild inconvenience of switching between inputs and then suddenly been met with a temporary black screen. This feature promises to eliminate this slight hiccup. Sure, it's hardly a game changer, but for anyone who regularly faces this stutter when switching between a console and, say, an Apple TV 4K, this added layer of friction-free transition will be welcome. In theory, it will also allow for streaming boxes like Apple TV to switch between frame rates, like 24 FPS for movies and 30 FPS for TV. Whereby Apple TV is the only model to claim to support this so far. So that's more of a hope for the future. And thanks to the new composite fiber construction, the C3 is lighter than the C2. But when it comes to other design changes between the C3 and C2, there are a few major differences. The LG C3 continues to trend of rather thin LG OLED bezels, and it also has a similar stand to the C2 range. The LG C3 OLED uses the same OLED Evo panel as the LG C2 OLED, so brightness is about the same with the latest TV. In comparison, the LG C2 lineup was 20% brighter than its C1 predecessor. So the LG C3 will be 20% brighter than the C1 too. As for processing, the C3 boasts an upgraded Alpha A9 G6 chip compared to the C2's Alpha A9 Gen 5 processor. So this year's OLED range pushes the new panels that little bit extra. And note that the Alpha A9 Gen 6 processor features OLED Dynamic Tone Mapping Pro, which makes the LG C3 shine that little bit more. LG's more eagle-eyed fans should appreciate the C3 OLED's new algorithm that promises to help distinguish between an image's foreground and background, ramping up the perceived brightness in critical areas. As with all of LG's latest OLED lineups, those infinite blacks and impeccable contrast will remain in place, such as they were with the C2. Dolby Vision IQ and Dolby Atmos are supported, while LG's typically excellent upscaling should ensure 1080p images still shine. The C3 is more responsive on base and improved customization friendly user profiles are a more significant difference between the two panels. When you first boot up the C3, the TV can guide you through a custom picture preset to ensure the default settings are to your taste. If you want, it's an intuitive upgrade that cuts down on a lot of picture preset faffing in the advanced settings menu. The new software also make it much easier to switch between settings if you want to. In terms of audio, I'm looking to at more or less the same speaker system between the two OLED ranges. The LG C3 still carries the C2's twist to 2 channel speaker with 40 watt output. So the still maintains the C3 offers virtual 9:1:2 surround sound thanks to the panel's AI sound protect based on the experience of best soundbars will still comfortably run rings around the C3's speakers. It's just that if you don't have one, the sound is better than an older models. LG C3 adds LG's new wow orchestra, though when used with a compatible soundbar, the TV will combine its speakers with the soundbars rather than letting the soundbar take over, and will use the AI processor to optimally balance the two. These compatible soundbars will be made by LG naturally. So unlike last year's rivalry between the LG C2 OLED and the LG C1 OLED, the C3 offers fewer improvements over last year's model. Of course, when we're talking about our favorite TV of 2022, that's hardly an insult. Feature-wise, the C3's biggest draws are a sleeker interface and interesting soundbar pairing options. Ultimately, this face-off comes down to your budget. If you have not upgraded your TV in a few years, the still excellent LG C2 will be all the 4K television you need in 2023. As for the C3, it's for upgrade obsessives, those who can't resist buying the best of the best year on year. As we move further into the year, the LG C3 does continue to drop in price, and as C2 stock continues to dwindle, having one of the best TVs in 2023 is a no-brainer. So what's your thought? Please write in the comments below. That's it from now. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. I have another channel named Awesome Tech Gaming Pro, where I upload similar kind of tech videos. Please visit this channel and subscribe for update. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.
To change your